So when you're feeling stuck, what's usually holding you back? Today we're going to talk about getting you unstuck from some things that may be occurring in your life, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's your career, your relationship, your health, your finances. You may be feeling stuck somewhere. So if you're in that place where you feel like there's an area in your life where you feel stuck, where you feel it's really difficult for you to move forward and prosper in that area, you want to watch this video, and I want to encourage you to also share this video with others just to encourage them and to build them up. So we're talking about getting unstuck today. I'm super excited to be live with you. Hello everyone on Facebook. This video is also going to be seen on YouTube. Hi everyone, good to connect with all of you live. I'm so excited about this message today, and I'm excited just to connect and hear from you. So feel free to type in your questions, your comments, your feedback, all of that. I want to hear from you, all right? So we're talking about getting unstuck when you're feeling stuck in a certain area in your life. Now, you may be right now preparing for the holiday season or wherever you are right now in your life, and there are some things you want to accomplish, some things you want to overcome, and maybe you have some goals. Maybe you have some things that you would like to accomplish. So in those areas, as you move forward, you may feel like something is hindering you and is stopping you from progressing, or you feel kind of stuck in that area of your life. So I want you to think about that. What is that area? I want you to think about it right now. I want you to think, where do you feel stuck right now? And so now that you have that in your mind, where it is where you're feeling stuck, I want you to know that one of the reasons you feel stuck, and one of the biggest reasons, like the main reason you feel stuck, that you may not be aware of, is because of the thoughts that you are having. In regards to that situation, wherever you feel stuck, wherever you feel that you are struggling to progress or you're struggling to evolve, if you begin to analyze, become aware of your thoughts, you will identify what it is that's keeping you stuck in that place. So, and I do this all the time, and it really helps me. So I want you to think about the thoughts that you have in regards to that area in your life that is causing you to feel like you're stuck, like it's difficult to move forward. Many of the thoughts are thoughts of fear, and sometimes it's thoughts of doubt. So let's say in regards to you living a more healthier life, maybe you have some health goals. Maybe you want to become healthier. You want to get in shape or get fit. And you feel stuck. You feel like, oh, some of you may feel like I'm trying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm trying to do this, but it's something in you. It's a thought that you have, that you've been thinking. It's a root thought. Sometimes you got to dig for that thought. You got to figure out what it is that you've been thinking that's been holding you back. And once you identify that, then you can begin to move forward. But it requires you to get a hold of what you've been thinking, whether it's doubt. You've been doubting yourself. Oh, I can never, be healthy in that way. Or some of you, maybe it's relationship situations. Oh, you may be thinking, I always attract the wrong person. And you may have even said that before. So you got to understand that if you believe what you believe and what you're thinking is what you are attracting and the results that you are receiving in your life. So you got to identify. It's very important that you identify what are those thoughts that are holding you back. What are the fears? What are the doubts that you feel in your life, in your mind right now, that's causing you to limit yourself and hinder yourself from moving forward? And that's really where it starts. That's really where it starts. If you've been telling yourself that, oh, I don't have enough, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, that's a sign of a scarcity thought. That's a sign of something in you that believe that you're lacking. When the truth is, you have everything you need. That's the truth. The truth is, when you learn to embrace your now, embrace what you have, embrace what is in you, those gifts that come from God, the abundance that come from life, and even the resources that are around you, you really don't lack anything. But if you're constantly telling yourself that you don't have something, that you're missing something, then that thought in your mind is keeping you in that stuck position. And so that's why I wanted to come on today, and I wanted to connect with you all, and I want to hear, the questions that you may have, and where are you in your life, and where are you feeling stuck? Could it be because of some past things, maybe past relationships, maybe past thoughts that it has followed you in your life? Feeling depressed, that's good. Yeah, let's keep it real. Whether it's depression, because those are feelings that continue to progress if you don't catch them, if you don't get a hold of them, if you don't become aware of what is that thought that's causing you to be depressed. Do you feel like things are impossible? Do you feel like it's impossible for your life to be better? Because I know you have visions. I know you have goals. And I know there are things that you desire in your life. But if you're constantly telling yourself that you don't have enough, you're not good enough, you just don't, connect with the right people, if this is what you're feeding it yourself, if this is what's in your mind, it keeps you in that place or in that state of depression. So what you got to do is you got to begin to speak over your mind. And even if you don't feel happy and excited, you need to speak that I am excited, I am blessed, I am happy, I am prosperous, I'm abundant, I am amazing, I'm smart. You may not feel it, you may not even believe it, but that's okay. That's where it starts. See, and there's a scripture that I love. It talks about faith comes by hearing. So you got to begin to speak over your mind, because a lot of times what you're hearing is negative information. Some of you watch too much news, and you may watch a lot of drama or negative filled content. And when you do that, you're feeding your mind. You're feeding that to your mind. And so all of the negative things that you're seeing and receiving is just cluttering you. So I want to encourage you to start feeding your mind with positivity. Start speaking some positive things over yourself and identify, oh, I feel this way about myself. I remember one of the biggest things that I realized was that I used to have this thought. And this thought that I had, it would replay over and over again. And I didn't realize how toxic this thought was. And really, I'm going to tell you what the thought was, but I thought it was a, common thought, and I believed that thought. And so the thought was, whenever something good would happen, I would think, this is too good to be true. I know something bad is going to happen. This is the thought that I had. I did not realize how negative that thought was. Until, years ago, many of you know my story, some of you don't, when I dealt with depression and I overcame anxiety and panic attacks and all of that stuff, I had to identify with that thought. I had to, wait a minute, this is what I've been thinking. Not only did I have to identify the thought and be aware of the thought, but I had to come out of agreement with that thought. Because that thought was shaping my beliefs. And so whenever something good would happen, I would think, this is too good to be true. And guess what? It was, and something did happen right after that thought. And so I started to change my beliefs, and you got to change your beliefs. And I began to speak positive things. Nothing is too good to be true. All good things come to me and flow into my life, and I had to begin to speak that nothing is too good to be true. All good things come to me and flow into my life, and I receive the good things, and I'm thankful for good things, and I'm grateful for good things. And so I had to do that. And as sorry, my phone kept ringing. So as I began to practice that and change my thoughts and change my pattern of thinking, then my mindset changed, my belief pattern changed, and I experienced different things. And so it was almost like that thought was causing me to not believe in good. And there are some people like that. I talk to people all the time that say they don't believe that real love exists. Or they say they don't believe that there are good people in the world. Or they say they don't believe that good things happen to them. And they kind of accept like bad things, and they think like, well, these kind of things happen to me. This is just how it is. And so they believe that, and guess what? You receive what you believe. You receive what you believe. So I really want to encourage you to think about what is causing you to be stuck. What beliefs have been hindering you from moving forward? What thoughts have been keeping you stagnant? These are like stagnant thoughts. Do you feel stuck right now? I want to hear from you. Let me know. Do you feel stuck right now? And also, I want you guys to know that I'm going to be answering questions through my DM. So if you DM me your questions, I'm going to come on live more, and I'm going to answer more questions. I'll keep it anonymous and everything. So feel free to open up if you really, need some advice. But I want to hear from you. Do you feel stuck? Yes, you feel stuck. I'm so glad that you're being honest. Yes, that's where it starts. It starts with awareness first. And then as you become aware, then you can start doing something about it. But you got to be real with the situation. Where do you feel stuck right now? Do you feel stuck in a financial situation right now? And maybe you're believing for things to open up for you to move, and you feel stuck because things aren't moving forward, and you're not understanding, you're not finding the right house you're looking for, and you don't know what's going on. Maybe you feel stuck right there. Okay, that maybe we could start there. Maybe you feel stuck in a relationship right now. You feel stuck because you feel like you're in a dead end type of relationship. Things aren't getting better. You don't see any improvement. You may not even have a vision for that relationship, and you don't know what to do. Maybe, there's no communication, and you don't know where it is, where it's coming from. That could be a place where you start. And what you do is you write down, okay, this is where I'm feeling stuck. You need to start analyze what are your thoughts concerning that situation. See, there's a way that you can really do the inner work by becoming aware and identifying what are the thoughts that you think about that situation, and why are you stopping yourself? What are you feeling? What's stopping you from making that step? The step that you know you need to make. Now look, I'm talking to myself. Not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too, because there are places in my life right now where I know there are steps I need to take. And it's like, okay, so why aren't you taking those steps? We got to hold ourselves accountable, right? We got to hold ourselves accountable. Yes. Good. Thank you for sharing. Yes. See, you getting it out. You're saying I'm stuck. Toxic relationship. Okay, stuck when it comes to your finances. Okay. So we need to start thinking about that. Yeah, DM me. I'll respond to your questions. Go ahead and DM me your questions, whether you're watching this on On YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also email us. Contact at Rainie Howard, support at RainieHoward.com. Email us your questions. You can DM me your questions on Facebook. I'm going to go live on Instagram also real quick. But I wanted to come on because I want you guys to know that I'm listening. I posted something, and many of you responded to that question. I posted on my Facebook page. What's the most painful thing about being in a toxic relationship? Many of you don't realize it, but your relationships impact every area of your life. If you're trying to improve in your finances, if you're trying to improve in your career and your personal development, the people around you, your relationships will hinder your progression. So you need to be aware of that, and you need to understand how important it is that you don't just allow yourself to be in toxic relationships, because that will hold you back. It will hold you back because really the people you surround yourself, they influence you. They influence your choices. If you really want to become healthier and have a healthier lifestyle, but you're surrounded by people who enjoy being unhealthy, who enjoy eating whatever they want to eat, doing whatever they want to do, you're going to be influenced by that. And it takes a lot for you to not fall into what they're doing. So you got to be aware of that. And my YouTube channel, you just go to Rainie Howard, type in Rainie Howard, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Thank you for asking that question. Yes, so make sure you DM me your questions because I'm going to be coming on. But I wanted to get on and share that with you guys. Here's another big thing I wanted you to be aware of. A lot of times we find ourselves stuck because we're blaming other people. And so I always talk about the victim mentality. You don't know, you can easily fall into the victim mentality and not even know it. But when you get to blaming other people, even if they were wrong, and even if you are right for blaming them, right? Even if that's the case, you hinder yourself from taking responsibility of moving forward and growing, excelling beyond that situation when you're constantly blaming other people. So I want to encourage you to think of new ways of handling those situations without looking at the other person. Yeah, they probably was wrong. They did it. It was their fault. They were wrong. But you take responsibility for your growth. It's not their responsibility for you to grow from that situation. It's your responsibility. So learn from whatever it is and move forward. And you will keep yourself from falling into that victim mindset. Because one of the things I noticed, whenever you allow yourself to feel like a victim or feel like people are doing you wrong, you constantly attract more of that. You constantly attract more situations to feel like a victim. I mean, if you all don't know about it, I'm going to talk more about this. I'm going to train more about this. But the law of attraction, that's biblical as well. You reap what you sow. What you put out, you get back. So if you guys have any questions about that as well, feel free to contact me, DM me, ask me any questions. How many of you are interested in learning about the law of attraction and how you attract things into your life? And sometimes you're not even aware that you're constantly attracting the same situation, the same relationships, different people, different names, but it's the same situation that's playing out, a toxic situation. Or maybe you're attracting the same every year. It's the same thing. You're dealing with the same thing, and you're like, wait a minute, I did this last year. I said this last year. Why am I repeating this? Where is this coming from? So if you're interested in learning more about that, let me know that you are interested in learning more. And I'm going to share more and train more about it, because you really do attract what you're putting out. Okay? So, yeah, what's holding you back? What's keeping you stuck? This is good. The reason why I'm asking these questions is because we're not always taught to be aware, to analyze ourselves, to analyze our lives, to analyze our situations, to learn from them, to just to, shine light on those things. We kind of just live life and we just go through things, and we're not stopping to say, wait a minute, why is this happening? What is going on? How am I feeling? What thoughts do I have about this situation? See, this is how you grow. This is how you elevate, and you don't stay in the same situation, right? Oh, good. I'm glad y'all interested. Good. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about the law of attraction and just training your mind, training your life, because just like the law of gravity, that is a real law of attraction. Okay, so yes, I am going to train more about that. DM me your questions. I'm coming on live. My goal is to come on live every day. So I'm gonna make time now. I'm excited about this, but yes, good. I'm glad you guys are. Yay, I'm excited. I have so much to share about the law of attraction. I actually I wrote about it in my books. I didn't call it the law of attraction, but it's really what it is. I just didn't use that title, but a lot of people use that title because they're familiar with it. But you reap what you sow. What you put out, you get back. So, and then your thoughts, what you're feeling. If you're in a depressed state, you constantly putting that out there. You're constantly being in it, and it's like you get more and more and more into it. And so you can switch that, and you can turn things around, and you can become happier and more excited and more blessed and more, you can do that. You can really change your life daily. So I'm excited about what we're doing, guys. I love you guys. I'm getting ready to hop over on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go to Rainie Howard on Instagram, type it in, and make sure you follow me. I'm going to jump on Instagram real quick. And yes, I want to hear from you. So DM me. I miss you guys too. I miss you too. DM me. So I hope that tip today helps you as far as getting unstuck and starting with your thoughts. Working on your thoughts, analyzing your thoughts, and working through it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.